Heavy is the head that has to manage all of this.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel.
We're now incentivized to buy what we already buy.
Fumbling through college had me building.
I also got some done on the other side.
And that was right around, I would say, May, maybe, right before renewing the lease for this property.
Welcome to the channel, Martha.
Thank you for having me here.
Oh, I was going to say, I am getting up in their names, I'll tell you what.
Bills paid by other people, life was never this good. I had to step back, knowing that it's...
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to talk about how to find your investment strategy. And this is really important because it took me a while to find my investment strategy. You know, I don't know if everybody knows the story, but I started day trading initially. I was swing trading stocks. I didn't know what I was investing in. I didn't really know what I was doing when I first started back in, I believe, 2019, 2020. No, not 2019. It was more so like 2017, 2016. So I believe it was 2016 when I started investing. And so in 2016, I was buying shares of companies that I knew nothing about, like Moonstar, right? That was one of the first companies I ever bought. I was day trading Ford stock. I was day trading a lot of companies, making like $5 every single day. And I thought that was money. I really did. And I just started to think to myself, man, I can make $25 a week. I can make $50 a week. And it's growing my account. Life is looking better. I'm making money with money. And it was so easy. You just wait for the stock to go down and then you sell it when it comes up. Every single day it went down $1 or $2. You would sell it the next day when it's up $1 or $2. And so, yeah, it was just the easiest thing in the world for me to do. And then I started options trading, which I would make a ton of money, hundreds of dollars in a day. I would also lose hundreds of dollars in a day. And so after a while, I found my niche. I found my strategy. I did not truly just want appreciation, but I wanted to be a dividend growth investor. But what is dividends? Well, dividends is when a company pays you because you own a portion or a share of their stock. They're basically saying, thank you for owning a share of my company. Thank you for believing in us. And because you are investing 100% of this amount of money to buy this share, I'm going to pay you 1.4% of how many shares you have as a thank you while you hold on to this company and it appreciates or depreciates in value. So a dividend stock will typically pay you every quarter, so every 3 months. Some dividend stocks pay annually, so once a year, or semi-annually, twice a year. And there are even some ETFs or stocks that will pay you every single month, like O-Share pays you every single month. And so a lot of the companies that I own are dividend producing stocks. And I also look for appreciation within all of those companies. It's not going to appreciate as much as a growth stock, which a growth stock is simply a stock that does not pay a dividend and goes up in value, or can go down in value, but it typically goes up more rapidly than a dividend paying asset, right? And so instead of just looking for the most bang for my buck and having those growth stocks, I said, let me have a stock that pays a dividend, that even when it goes up in value, I will still receive some sort of cash flow from the stock, from the dividend that it pays out to me. And so because of that, I will never need to sell the company if I truly believe in the company. All I will do is take the payments that is given to me in order to sustain my life. So regardless of Social Security, disability benefits, I would be able to sustain my life off of the simple fact that I'm receiving dividends every 3 months from multiple companies. And that is going to be the cash flow that I use to live my life while I never actually touched the initial investment. And that is why I love dividend stocks. Now, I know that's a lot of information. I know I didn't break it down all the way completely for you to truly grasp and understand, but I do have some videos on dividend stock market investing that you can look into. But another thing that I wanted to address is that these stocks do not only just pay a dividend, but they also go up in value. I tend to look for stocks that are doing more than 20% on a year-to-year basis. Now, you can have a down year, but if I truly believe in your company and I believe in what you're doing, I will still invest in said company. So with that being said, I have over 28 stocks in my portfolio, and I would say at least 24 to 25 of them are dividend growth stocks, which means they will pay me every 3 months and they are going up in value by growing and appreciating. Because of this, I'm able to reinvest the dividends every single month back into said companies. And what that is doing is growing my portfolio that much more because of compound interest and just continuing to invest. So I absolutely love dividend growth stocks. I absolutely love what it does for me. But you might just be a dividend investor. You may not even care for growth. I've seen people invest in dividend paying stocks that pay a 14% dividend and it's going down in value every single day. Now, are you making money? Probably not. Just because it has a high percentage doesn't mean that you're going to make money. A lot of the dividend stocks that I buy are no more than 4% and no less than 0.67% when it comes to their dividend. I probably average around 2.2% in my portfolio for dividends alone. And I like to stay around that number. Sometimes I do dip under 2%. I think the lowest I've been at is 1.96%. But I like to stay at around 2.2% in dividend income alone. So that means if I make 30% in appreciation, I'm still going to make another 2.2% in dividend cash that I'm receiving, which boosts me up to 32.2%. And that's going to compound into next year and compound into the next year after that and compound into the next year after that. So what strategy should you be looking for? Well, if you ever looked at Steve Ballmer, he invested in Amazon and he put all his chips in one basket, essentially. Amazon is a growth stock company. It does not pay a dividend, but it grows in value. Tesla has multiplied more than 5 times since its inception. Yes, it is a new company. Yes, it was a startup. Yes, it was innovative. Yes, it was groundbreaking. But at the end of the day, it does not pay a dividend, and you could have multiplied your money 5 times over. So, are you a growth stock investor, or are you a dividend investor, or are you both? There's nothing that limits you. You can become a growth stock investor and also have some dividend stocks. Or you can be what I am, which is a dividend growth investor, right? So my dividends also go up in value. Those are going to be your companies like McDonald's, your companies like Apple, your companies like Facebook, or as you would say, Meta these days. And they pay a dividend and they also grow in value. Absolutely love it. Another thing that I was mention is if you want to be a growth stock investor, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. You can see that when Steve Ballmer sold his Amazon stock, what did he do? He went and bought the Clippers. He made another investment that he was proud of, that was fun for him, and it just made sense. So not everybody is using their growth stocks in order to spend and waste away their years. Some people are using it to invest in other things that bring them joy, excitement, and that cash flow that they were so desperately needing. So if you like this video, make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. What do you think about investing in the stock market? What type of strategies do you use? What would you like to share with us? What stocks are the in stocks right now? Let me know down below, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.